morning, guys. Happy Saturday. Car share number 2 for the week. I mean, I am on a roll, but I really wanted to come on here to actually talk about something that blows my mind. I think a lot of subjects have been blowing my mind, which is why yesterday I did the car share about visiting your doctor. But today actually is a message not so much about health and not dedicated necessarily to clients, but actually to you coaches. If you're a coach, if you're an entrepreneur, whatever you are, I am just going to share something that maybe will resonate. I have posted a meme or a phrase, an inspirational phrase about consistency being the catalyst for change. Really what gives results is consistency, is not just taking an action to that is different, because there are two parts to this. You can start taking actions that are different to what you had, and I talked about this in the manifestation videos, where we have to rewire our conditioning, number 1. 2, then we have to take inspired action. But inspired action is not like a magic bullet or a magic wand. Like, you're not gonna just do it once and then voila, everything is different. Actually, it takes a while to implement the changes. Number 1, because even though you might be rewiring your brain, doing subliminal, doing meditations, really psychological work to snap out of your conditioning, whatever that is that you're doing, excellent, and that's the ground foundation work that you really have to do. But we have to understand that certain habits will creep in because our mind is trying to keep us safe. Our brain's job is to keep us safe. That means that whatever action we take, whatever choice we make, our brain will go back to what we know, because the unknown is scary. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to do it, change and make the new reality your comfort zone so that you automatically go there. That's the work of rewiring the brain, creating new pathways. Now we have science that shows how powerful our brains are, because we can create new neurological pathways that create new habits. It does take at a minimum 21 days, at a minimum, but generally speaking, a person will create, integrate, and really make it part of their life, a new habit, in 6 months, which is also why I work with my clients for at least 6 months. And when people just want to do a session, I don't take them, because under certain circumstances, if they need advice with something, yes, but not as clients, because it takes that long. And I have seen it over and over again. I mean, there are clients that I coach, and trust me, that takes even longer than 6 months to see results, because their conditioning is so powerful and they just don't have, they're still stuck in somewhere. They're not fully victim mode, otherwise I wouldn't work with them, but there's somewhere there where everything that they have to work on will have a justification for not doing it. And it takes a little bit of time to just stop the crap, basically. But that once that step is done, when you're rewiring, then is taking the action every single day. Do it over and over and over and over again. So you have to, when something happens and you're like, okay, hold on, you may react like you always reacted, then you have to stop and say, hold on a second, I'm reacting instead of acting. Let me just recalibrate. Let me use the new attitude that I want to have around this issue, around this thing. By doing so, you're actually creating this new habit, but not just creating it, you are giving your brain an example to follow. That's really, really amazing. So this is what I really want to talk about with you guys. Don't worry if results don't come straight away. Now, if you're a coach, if you're a naturopathic doctor, if you have your own business, whatever you're doing, I know it's frustrating for us to not see the results we want straight away, especially when we live into this social media world where everybody talks about overnight success, when in fact that is not overnight success. It takes years to build. I mean, hey, do you know that Steve Jobs was sleeping in the office whilst he was building Apple? I mean, now we look at him, well, former, because he's no longer alive, but we looked at him and we thought, wow, he has it all, right? How fortunate, how lucky. Well, yes, luck definitely has some to do with it in terms of how you align vibrations. Like you want to have that lucky strike, but realistically speaking, it's not luck. Like we are creating our own reality. If you are negative, if you're scared, if you're worried, that's exactly what you're gonna get in your life. So, but before that, before Apple became a thing, the guy was sleeping in his office, and then everybody nobody knows him for that particular, detail. They know him because, well, he created Apple, and it's one of the best gadgets that we have. Like, I don't have an Apple phone, but I have a Mac, and I absolutely love my Mac Air, and it's the best laptop I have ever done. So much so that I need to change it, and I am committed to getting another Mac, even if though I could get a Microsoft that is way cheaper, even like a good one that is way cheaper, because I can rely on Mac. Like, you see what it's built? But that came with consistency and with commitment, and every single day working at this dream. Now, I'm not talking about some of the flaws in the person's personality, like, there are obviously stories about him being shrewd and whatever. That's different. I'm just talking about commitment. I'm talking about taking steps. I don't want you to go into the negative, but that. No, think about you. If you're committed to something, freaking do it. Just do it. Do it and see the results come to life. And I can tell you that they will happen. Moreover, quite honestly, if you don't do that, then don't complain. Because I see a lot of people complaining, being quite entitled to everything they have, right? The victims of everything that is happening in their life. Nobody is actually responsible here. It's so like out there. I always talk about this, and I'm going to talk about this until the end of days. Just as we are responsible for our happiness, for our sadness, for every emotion we have, we are also responsible for the things that happen in our life. Yes, I agree. Sometimes something is so out of our control. Something horrible can happen to a person, and that definitely is not their fault. But how they react is their responsibility, because you know what? You are in charge of you. That's really it. That we can have faith, ask for guidance, but ultimately even God, it will not swing his magic hand and make things happen for everybody. Otherwise, this world would be perfect. He gives us tools to use and then create and manifest the life we want. You can see this is not a non-religious or religious, it's not esoteric, and it's not witchcraft. This is truly about understanding our responsibility as human beings in any scenario. It's about really being in touch with what we want to achieve and what we want to do. This is the biggest thing that came up this week, and I really feel like I wanted to share it because I know that there are a lot of people out there, even following my channel, that more than clients or possible clients, they are coaches, they are healers, they are people that are looking for inspiration. And please don't compare yourself to anybody else. It's so easy to go on an account that has done amazing, people that are doing so much work. We don't need that. None. And trust me when I say I do a lot of stuff, and I still have moments when I'm like, oh my God, I'm not doing enough. Oh my God, I just don't have enough time. And then I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter. I'm one person. I can only do so much, and I am working towards one step at a time. And so I know what I have to achieve so that I can grow, and that's what I'm working towards right now. But I really wanted to share this because I feel like it's really important to have this conversation. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about any other person's standards. Keep your own. Be positive. Keep consistency. Do the work every day. Don't moan and groan and complain. Just do it. Like Nike says. Bye.